Okay, so this is kind of like a thought quest or whatever. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children. Go under the great raised mortar track, the 881, until you reach the domain eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. So we're internalizing this thought, meaning we're trying to figure it out. And I think the experience we get works towards figuring this out. So we still want to get experience to try to figure this out. We have a bunch of quests now. We have to inspect the victim's body, report our badge missing, find out more about the pissing competition, get a reality lowdown, who made the call, reporting the crime, and pay for damages. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. Lieutenant, who is this? No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. But why is he sleeping during the day? Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping. Let's try to wake him up again. Failed again. Continues to nap. He's a real juggernaut of sleep. Okay. Maybe she has more to say?
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. Oh, I can try to tug on her heartstrings. Hey, your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I'm at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but she unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I could give you this to pawn, just to tide you over. Wonderful, he marks drolly. He has a pin. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas-relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner in the bottom reads St. Baptiste Summer 31. Dinghy races. Where can I pawn the pin? Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband goes up there often. He says the owner is quite helpful. Items that can be pawned at the Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy. Okay. I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money. Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. Okay. We'll pay her back. All around you, rain falls on a great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. What am I doing? Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. What do I see? Gray sky, like great battleships. Clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. How does it feel? Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Motherfucker. What is in the west? Sheets of rain over the water. Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinique with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet. Beyond the Bay of Revachol, ghosts rise into the sky. What is down the shore? Urban coastline, rain dripping off eternate-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries, an old wooden church stands in stilts above the water. And beyond that, Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess, flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise from somewhere in the distance. What's in the east? There's a frit on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Shake your shoulders again. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza snow. Okay, what's in the north? Capeside apartments, tower blocks crowd one another. 4 46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. And closer to here? A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath the dead man's feet. He swings from a tree. Bloated droplets. That's him right there, by the way. Bloated droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. Okay, and what's in the south? A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. What's on the other side? The road ascends. A raised motorway loops over the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snow melt in Jamrock. What is Jamrock? Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home. Where the hood at? Why am I not there? To be in Martinique, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day, the revolution failed. What am I doing here? Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock City stretches inland. Where do I live? On the streets there that flow like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises. You cannot return. Shudder. Look further. In the rain-swept distance above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite Officer Jean Vicamar rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torsen and McLean are standing guard. Torsen wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite Officer Vicamar passes by, and the young man remarks to him. Where's your homo, homie? What? It's not like that. They're what you call heterosexual life partners. They have battle-tested relationship. A broderbund, if you will. Huh? Yeah. He opens his umbrella, and the wind immediately turns it inside out. Heterosexual. Life partners. Funny apiary. Vicomare struggles with his umbrella. The ribs are protruding from its canopy. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him? Is there something wrong? No, nothing. It's just Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, like, drink with him over the weekend, did you? That would be irresponsible. With that animal? Never again, man. What is he still doing there in, you know, south of the interchange? What was it? In Martinez. He's in Martinez. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. What's above? Coalition aerostatics hang in the apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where the rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears. What's below? Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater, hidden weapon caches from the Revolution, doors leading down to Le Royaume, the catacombs to which for 3 centuries they delivered the blue-blooded dead. Motherfucker. 5 experience. This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a Frit to the east. They sell them there. Okay. So that was kind of a long exposition. Just telling us about the area. Yeah. Is there a map? No. So there are a lot of places we can check out. People to talk to. There are bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag. Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. This is the police car that Kim was talking about. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had the time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of a fuel preheater gauge. Kim, what are we looking at? This is the Corpus Canema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like. He nods at the cabin. Mortar carriage, mortar carriage. Something bad with a mortar carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. What is this sinking feeling I have with the words mortar carriage? Nothing. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please, proceed with the carefree lollygagging. Do all the policemen in the RCM have such cool mortar carriages? The Corpus Motor Corps does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. Can we turn it on and drive somewhere? No, I'm afraid not. He straightens his spine. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Okay, but what is a mortar carriage? Motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you're familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century. Okay. Let's pick up the radio. I just need some water here. Talking a lot. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Okay. Hi, Alice. This is... Yeah, I'm not gonna be silly here. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. This is Officer Alice Dimitri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? I need you to connect me to the 41st Precinct. I have something I need to report. Just a second, officer. She puts you down. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. 10-2, 10-5, this is 41st. Come in, over. A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas, the radio switchboard. Hi, this is me here. I work at your station. 10-4, what is your status? Over. My status? 10-18, 10-20, over. Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me. State your message, sir. Over. I need to report my badge is missing. 10-9, repeat message. Over. My badge, I can't find it. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22, the captain. Over. 10-22, the captain? That sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school. Is it him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? I'm gonna say nothing. Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Dick, okay. Our encyclopedic knowledge, as bad as it is, tells us that Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Yeah, can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you're in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Fuck me, Mac. Come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. Could you all please stop saying lost his badge for a moment? He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Why, did he find it? The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter. Sergeant Torson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over. We failed the challenge. You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this. Say nothing. He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this. I have other things to discuss. 10-9. Come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him. The speaker gasps for air. Ask him if he lost his gun too. The room roars with laughter. Uh-oh. Sergeant Torson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over. Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Oh god, it's not here. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone. Don't sweat it, Bratton. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not over. 10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We're wondering about your gun. Over. I can try to convince him. Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain. No, of course I didn't lose my fun. Gun. Fuck it. I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't lose his gun, or his fun, whatever that means. Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just a gun will do. He laughs. Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over. The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the python on your arms. You are a gun. The biggest one in the world. Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun. Kim, what are you packing? Single shot Kyle A9. An armistice, to be precise. It's a single-shot armistice, Kyle A9. Over. Says it's a Kyle 9mm armistice. Armistice? What is he fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore. Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't... The man succumbs to laughter again. This isn't really a laughing matter. Mac can face the giant Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. Lost his... Ask him if he still has his wiener. I'm not going to. Ask him. Sergeant Torson here is wondering if you're in still possession of your genitalia. Over. Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this alright. Yeah, you did die around here. Because you chose someone with, like, very low morale. I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over. What's he saying? Share with the class. He said he sodomized your mother. The prick ate mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. Sure, her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate. Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now. Sergeant Torson requests that you apologize over the claims you made about his mother. Over. Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker. Mac, he says maybe you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place. Who? The disbelief in Vikamir's voice is overwhelming. Firewalker. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Fire Water, sir. Fire Water? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters. I heard him and I'm on it. 10-4 affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm. They're static. He's fighting back tears. Yeah, also, I'm in dire need of financial assistance. 10-4, I hear ya. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but what does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he fucking kidding? I don't think he is. Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all. Alright, the operator turns to you. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. It is paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that. Request denied. Over. Nothing is working. Okay, I heard you. No funds. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. I need information, not fear. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. 10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. I wanted to know if you've got my badge description right there in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? What is it? He's still on the line? He wants to verify information on his badge. But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of Revacholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Say my name. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over. Please just say my name, Jules. What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge his drunken antics. Any news about my family? Excuse me? You probably don't want to continue on this road. Nothing. Never mind. Fine. Yeah, let's wrap this up. That's all for now. Okay. 18 kilometers to the south is the 41st Precinct's relay booth. A small crowd is gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldby Pidu. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair is trimmed short. What's going on here? Did something happen? She asks, startled. Jean Vicamere turns to her and says, what happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He lost his badge and his sidearm. He seems confused, delirious even. He stops to think. Mac the Torso Torson is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely, and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance. Suddenly he interjects. Yeah, Mullen was fucked all right. It sounded fucking drunk to me. The tall ginger on his right still has tears of laughter in his eyes. Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was... Satellite Officer Vicamere bites down on his knuckles. Enough, he shouts across the room. The commotion dies down. All of his eyes turn to him. Or all eyes turn to him. None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this. Minnow looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There's a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks. We must help him. Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man. I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't... The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed. Mac, man the door. He gestures Torson to block the doorway, and then turns to Minot. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. He sighs heavily and turns to address the room. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain or anyone else. We'll give him a couple days to pull his shit together. Old boy lights another cigarette and says, I guess I can hold off the report for a few days. Good. Vicamere turns to the others. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs, now back to work. Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.